Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Thanks very much. Now, you may ask why Scotty Barnes is so competitive. He says it started while I was young. I had two brothers, and we always wanted to be better than each other. We just competed. As a kid, I just wanted to beat other people, no matter what it was. Kevin, whether it was foot races or basketball, he's still getting after it. Back to you.
He has. Not much has changed. As a DA, thank you. And while it's still very early in the season, the top teams, Greg, have already started to distinguish themselves across the NBA.
Getting off to a hot start, always a good sign. But don't sleep on the teams that are still getting locked in. A lot can change in the coming months.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The defensive pair in the post, Mobley and Allen. Mitchell is out there with Garland. And it's Stevens in at the 3. And for Toronto, they've got Siakam. Fred VanVleet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Young. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the center, locking down the middle. Now, here's Garland. Mitchell with it. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him, calling the foul right away.
Hernan Gomez passes to VanVleet for 3. Evan Mobley with the rebound. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. Garland with the screen for Mitchell. Passes to Mobley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Mobley is screened. Stephens good.
Proving how coachable he is. Mobley, this man is building a pretty decent passing game.
VanVleet up top. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And here is Garland. To the inside. And Mobley throws it down hard.
Oh, go ahead, big fella. Throw it down. Mobley showing off that incredible bounce.
VanVleet outside. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Mobley with the block. Garland feeling it out a little bit. Here's Stephens. There's the pass to Mobley. That one misses. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And after that game, it was impressive to look at the box score and see the work they did at the free throw line.
And that's not by accident. I like how they didn't settle. They were attacking, putting pressure on the D.
Garland the pass to Stevens. Now here's Allen. That shot is off.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then. Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Now, here's Garland. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Detroit. Allen a screen on Anunoby. Mitchell wide open. 4 seconds left, and Allen slams it in.
He is an elite offensive rebounder. Allen is especially good at getting ideal positioning on that glass.
Pass to Anunoby. Back to VanVleet from downtown, and a wide open look for Siakam. And the 3 ball is good. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Swiped away and out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Jarrett Allen. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Toronto Raptors, trailing by 4. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Take a look at the Cavaliers. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, there's Toronto, 5.5 games behind.
Well, right now for the Cavaliers, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Mobley, a screen on Van Vliet. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Anunoby against Mitchell. Now Anunoby. An 11-point game for him in the win against Dallas. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots from 12. The Cavaliers pull it in. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, despite the challenges of being away from home, they were able to execute cleanly and look really fresh out there.
Now, here's Mitchell. Following the miss by Pascal Siakam. Mitchell against Anunoby. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
Cavaliers on D. Van Vliet right side. And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That's his first foul. LeVert's checked in for the Cavaliers.
Cavaliers substitution. Karis LeVert.
Siakam inside. Count that one. Siakam's got his second bucket of the night.
Looks like it could be a big night for him. Very strong start here in the first quarter.
Allen, a screen on Van Vliet. Garland kicks to Allen. He dishes it to Mobley. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Thaddeus Young.
And one thing that is special about Evan Mobley, made an immediate defensive impact as a rookie. Something few big men are able to do.
No good on that one. As you said, very few rookie big men, Greg, can shape a defense like Mobley did.
Kind of reminds you of the impact Tim Duncan had with his defense. But Mobley can protect the rim and stay in front of guards on the perimeter. Boy, sky is the limit for him defensively.
Good on the second free throw.
One look at Evan Mobley, and you can see he is built for this position. The height, the length, he's got all the physical gifts that a power forward could ask for.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Siakam, a screen on Garland. Here's Van Vliet. Here's Siakam. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
LeVert the pass to Allen. Kicks it to Garland. There's the 3. Buries it from three-point range.
Such a consistent shooter. Garland has worked so hard on his three-point shot.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And Garland, a finalist for Most Improved Player of the Year in 2022, took a huge leap forward with his play.
Barnes is checked in for the Raptors. Trent comes in for Young, and Cleveland also making a change. Osman's checked in. Siakam with it. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Dallas.
And he didn't just create offense for himself now. He did a tremendous job of setting up his teammates as well.
For Garland, he put in the work, and it all came together for him, GA.
His shooting reached a tipping point, was given the keys as a playmaker, and this is a great situation for him. Boy, he's made the most of it.
Allen, a screen on Van Vliet. Garland finds Allen, and then Allen slams it in.
Fantastic work from Allen, taking the contact on the chin, burying the shot.
To the middle, it's tipped. He's all alone. Jumps up, rips down the breakaway slam.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Now here's Van Vliet. 14 points from him the last game against Dallas.
And how about the vision he displayed? Great job getting others involved and piling up the assists. They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
And here is Garland. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. GA, it wasn't long ago that the Cavs were an afterthought in the NBA.
Well, not anymore. I mean, Cleveland has a tremendous young roster. They play some of the toughest D in the NBA, and they're only going to get better in the years to come.
And that one misses. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
And Cleveland making a change here. Love's checked in, and he sinks the second.
And there's one area where the Cavs have been very good the past few seasons. That's the draft. They've made some terrific picks in terms of personnel.
Here's Banton. Here's Barnes. And again, Toronto no up.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
LeVert the pass to Love. That one good for two. You're right, GA, they have, and the draft's been essential to the rebuild effort in Cleveland.
And they've been so smart about it. You look at the guys they brought in, Mobley, Garland, Sexton. They've nailed just about every one of their selections.
Toronto calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated. A moment here to see the stats for Darius Garland. He's been dominant over the last month. Right around 21 points per, 9 assists, and 2 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, they rely on his production night in and night out. There are times when he absolutely carries them.
Achua finds Boucher. Here's Banton, guarded by Garland. Clock at 6. The three from Barnes. And it's Darius Garland with the rebound. And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. 11-point game. Back to Mobley. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Manton, the pass to Boucher. Dishes to Barnes. To halt the run. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now here's Garland. Pass to Osman. Over Barnes. The offensive rebound. Mobley. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Now the pass to Trent. Barnes outside. The 3. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Here's Osman. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Boucher with the steal. Fast break Toronto. Barnes with the ball. Pass to Trent. Lets it go with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Trent's got it back down to within single digits for Toronto. So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. For the Cavaliers, Wade, he's checked in for Mobley. And it's Okoro in for Garland. There's a minute 34 left to play in the first. Here's LeVert. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Love kicks to LeVert. And it's off from three-point range. Second chance shot, and Wade with the lay-in. And the Cavaliers lead by 11.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Banton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Shoots over LeVert. And it's Wade with the rebound. Cleveland leading by 11. Now here's LeVert. Here's Osman. And the 3 off target. Raptors shooting only around 32% so far in this one. The offense looking a bit off kilter. Here's Banton. Pass to Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. Raptors need to get a shot off. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Raptors shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
No good on the free throw.
We got this.
He hits the second from the line. Cleveland leading by 10. Now Mitchell, coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Wade sets the pick for Mitchell. Got a piece of it. And so it's Cleveland with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll return shortly. us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Cleveland. And the NBA in recent years has gone from measuring players' height in shoes to now, Richard, just in socks. Like, for instance, Draymond Green went from 6'7" to 6'6", although he'll probably argue that with you. Did you get shorter without shoes?
I was one of the rare players that actually rounded lower. I was 6'6" and 3/4 without shoes on, so I would probably be closer to 6'9" with shoes and socks and orthotics. So, look, I was one of the honest ones, so I have no issue with them bringing it back down. So it's fine. I'm glad they're changing it up and we're getting accurate numbers.
On the floor for Cleveland getting going here in the second. We've got LeVert. Also Mitchell out there. Kevin Love out there with the curl. And it's Wade in at the force line. Now Siakam. After Karis LeVert missed from long range. Anunoby passes to Van Fleet. Now here's Barnes. He's guarded closely. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Barnes has got 4 points now in the quarter.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now here's LeVert. Six to shoot. Wade kicks to Mitchell. Shoots over Van Fleet. Offensive rebound. And Love with his second chance points. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
Man, the old man is still so good at battling for position. Love has been a rebounding force for so many years.
Now, here's Siakam. He's got 7 to the paint. Here's Barnes. Another shot. Shot's good by Achua.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Mitchell passes to LeVert. Love with the screen on Siakam. LeVert inside the line. And no good that time. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Looking ahead to their next and playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, and we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. And the Cavaliers call time here. Some changes for Toronto. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Precious Achua. Young is subbed in for Barnes. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Mitchell with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Love with the screen for Mitchell. Out to Wade. Fires the 3. Sinks the triple.
And with the ball in his hands, Mitchell attracts attention, then breaks down the defense with the pass.
Looking at this Cleveland Cavaliers team, this is a squad that really wants to get out of that championship team shadow. They want to establish their own identity.
Now, here is Hernangomez. And there's a whistle. That goes on Hernangomez. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Cleveland. We've talked about it, Richard. The city of Cleveland eternally grateful to LeBron for winning them a title back in 2016.
And so is the franchise, but it's understandable why these players want to be given respect on what they've done for this team since he left, especially considering the recent success they've had with this young crew.
Here's Anunoby following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. And it's Isaac Okoro with the foul. That's his first foul. Hernangomez with a screen on Mitchell. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
The drive by Mitchell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his second.
And you figured once Gobert was traded, it was a matter of time before Mitchell was moved as well. You knew a team would jump at the chance to add him, and here we are now. A new start with a starring role for Donovan Mitchell.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. Greg, an outstanding scorer. Donovan Mitchell takes it to another level in the playoffs, doesn't he?
And Kevin, how about all of his averages go up come playoff time? Spider is a guy who wants the limelight, and like other stars, takes on more of a load in the postseason.
And Mitchell drops them both. Hey, Richard, as soon as your playing career ended, you got right into this business, into broadcasting. When did you decide that this would be the next step?
Well, the first time is when I thought I was going to be out the league, and so I started doing more and more work until I retired in 2018. So it started way before I retired.
That laid the groundwork for you. Good job.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And here is Mitchell, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Love. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Here's Siakam. And Young kicks to Anunoby. Van Vliet on the wing. LeVert defending. Van Vliet with the nice move. Van Vliet's got 5 now.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backboard.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And that's part of what Mitchell brings to the table. The willingness to operate on the perimeter or get in there and mix it up on the interior.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. First free throw is good.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And Mitchell drops them both.
I don't even think he had one free throw before halftime, but he's making up for it here in the second.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 5. Anunoby in the corner. Toronto working the ball around now. Shot clock at 6. Van Vliet. Count that bucket. Van Vliet's got 5 points in the quarter.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
Love with the screen on Van Vliet. Mitchell passes to Okoro. The Cavaliers with another miss.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Anunoby kicks to Van Vliet. Young with no one around. A three-pointer, no good. Cleveland leading by 6. LeVert in the corner. Back to Mitchell. It's a pick by Love. Mitchell passes to Love. LeVert from outside. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Nice read from the big guy. Love. His teammates appreciate that selfless attitude.
Toronto calls timeout. Checked in for the Raptors. Then for the Cavaliers, Jared Allen comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Garland in for LeVert. Van Vliet outside. Siakam kicks to Van Vliet. From outside the arc, Cavaliers with the rebound. Allen's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Garland. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Oh, what strength and concentration from Garland. He is so good at overcoming these little challenges within the game.
The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Raptors trail by 12. Van Vliet looking around. Trent outside. Back to Hernan Gomez. And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
Van Vliet against Garland.
And haven't really been that sharp from beyond the arc. And they're only getting worse as we get closer to halftime.
Allen, a screen on Van Vliet. Goes back up. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
A pure 5. Jared Allen isn't trying to shoot a bunch of threes. He bangs down low, he rebounds, protects the paint. He is a rare breed.
It's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. Mitchell outside. To Garland. On the wing, Mitchell. Defended by Trent. 5 on the clock. Here's Garland. Fred Van Vliet grabs the miss.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
It's Trent on the wing. Pass to Siakam. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Here's Garland. He's got 7. Mitchell, a screen on Van Vliet. Here's Garland. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Garland's got the lead up to 14 now for the Cavs. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Siakam outside. Pulls it from the elbow. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Siakam's got 11 points.
And Siakam always has options in the mid-range. He's a talented shooter who can make that shot.
And there's the pass to Allen. The dish to Mitchell. There's the drive, and it's blocked. And they get it back. And Mobley throws it down. Raptors trail by 14. Van Vliet passes to Boucher. Pass to Trent. From deep. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Now, here's Garland. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Boucher against Mobley. Over Boucher. Mobley misses.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Siakam up top. 11 points in the game. No good from 11 feet. The Cavaliers leading by 14. Mobley, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities. Trent
passes to Hernan Gomez. Trent kicks to Boucher. Down low, stolen by Garland. And now the fast break, Garland with the ball. And Boucher sends it back. Siakam passes to Trent. And here is Van Fleet. Trent outside. Passes it to Boucher. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Out left to the wing. Lets it go from deep. Nailed from three-point land.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Timeout called, Cleveland.
It's always a party with your north side crew. Show them some love, fans.
Some changes for Toronto. Achua comes in for Hernan Gomez. And it's Barnes in for Pascal Siakam. .110 left to play in the first half. Van Vliet against Garland. Garland with a screen for Okoro. Back to Garland. Shoots over Van Vliet. And there's Garland. That's good on the assist from Okoro.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Barnes passes to Boucher. Van Vliet wide open. That three off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 15. Right side, Garland. From the high post. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Trent passes to Achua. And it's Darius Garland with the rebound. Wade, a screen on Van Vliet. Here's Garland, and he makes good on the layup. Garland's got 13 points.
He is a leader on and off the floor. Garland, this man is a coach's dream.
Darius Garland has been leading the charge for Cleveland. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse. Coach, the efficiency wasn't there in the first half. What adjustments do you need to make?
I thought we got pretty good shots, and if we're not going to score, it makes getting our defense set up difficult. So you got to keep shooting them. Hopefully we start making some of them.
You can't score until you shoot, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
If you want to know why they're dominating, look at the rebounding. They are owning the glass on both ends, and they're doing a great job of turning those extra possessions into points.
Yeah, in terms of chasing down misses, this has been a clinic.
Kind of like you at the free throw line and I have to chase down the ball. Kind of like that.
Well, that's what you are, a ball chaser. Get it?
And now, let's take a look at the Rookie of the Year race so far.
Hard not to love what you've seen from Paolo Banchero. Versatile offensive threat. He has good agility and handles for his size.
And as his confidence continues to grow, he becomes more dangerous. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game here, guys, from Darius Garland.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
We've got Fred Van Vliet. Young out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the center position. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. And Fred VanVleet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin VanVleet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load. Increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Now here's VanVleet. Siakam outside. Shakes him. And he sinks the layup. Siakam's got 13.
A high-energy wing with a solid all-around skill set. Siakam is developing into a quality go-to scorer.
Here's Garland. Here's Stephens. Mobley up top. Crafty move. And it's good on the way in. 13 points in the game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Pass to Anunoby. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Garland dishes to Mitchell. Mobley outside. Back to Mitchell. From the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
The pass to Hernan Gomez. Siakam left side with the fadeaway. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Outside Garland. Inside. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Garland.
Assist goes to
Garland's got 3 assists in the game. And so VanVleet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. And the Raptors call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
And here's a look at the stats for Pascal Siakam. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable, averaging about 23 points per, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
He's someone you can rely on to bring it on a nightly basis. When they need a basket, he's the guy they turn to.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Now VanVleet. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Hernan Gomez. That one's off. Still out of sync.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Garland kicks to Mitchell. Allen with the screen for Mitchell. Back to Garland. 6 on the shot clock. Mitchell outside. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 4 assists now tonight.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Karis LeVert has become one of the game's best slashers. He says, honestly, I just go to the front of the rim and work on different spins. Getting more comfortable with both hands and finishing. Kyrie Irving did that when he was younger, and that's one of the ways he became a great finisher. Kevin, back to you.
He is a great finisher. David, thanks. He's studying the greats, and it's paying off.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. For Cleveland, they've gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. Mitchell, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Cleveland?
One shot.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And the media is able to vote on awards like All-Rookie. But, Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hands.
Here's Garland following the basket by Fred VanVleet. Allen, a screen on Anunoby. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Mitchell's got 11 points here in just the second half. Siakam kicks to Hernan Gomez. Back to Siakam. Hernan Gomez with a screen for Siakam. It's good. Siakam's got 4 this quarter.
And that shot was well contested, but Siakam's just too tricky for it. It puts his skills to work and able to get to the basket.
Now, here's Garland. He's got 13. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Siakam's got 7 rebounds in the game. Back to VanVleet. Here's Anunoby. That falls. Great assist by VanVleet. VanVleet's got 3 assists in the game. Mitchell with it. 17 points in the game. Down low.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that Garland is only getting better at this, developing into a skilled playmaker.
And Siakam has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Hernan Gomez passes to Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help this team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Now, here's Mitchell. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. And here is Siakam. 17 points in the game. Anunoby finds VanVleet. Here's Siakam. Back to VanVleet. Over Mitchell. Siakam for 3. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Be louder than every person in your section. Get a shirt. It's that simple. Let's hear it, fans.
Some changes here for the Raptors. Achua, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Barnes comes in for Thaddeus Young. And Trent subbed in for OG Anunoby. Here's Garland. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime.
Watch the paint.
Now here's Van Vliet. 11 points in the game. Here's Barnes. 5 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Thank you. Starting by.
Now Garland. He's got 13. Osman the pass to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And this game belongs to Mobley so far. Just doing it all on the offensive end.
Van Vliet against Garland. Van Vliet kicks to Barnes. Passes it to Achua. Siakam outside. Van Vliet on the wing. Drains the three-pointer. Van Vliet's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow. And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
Now Van Vliet after Darius Garland missing on that last three-pointer. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Caris LeVert.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Bangs home the trifecta. Van Vliet's got 17 now. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Garland with the bucket.
Just slicing his way to the rack. This man is so crafty. I love it when Garland takes charge like this.
Trent with it. 5 points in the game. Here's Achua. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mobley's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Van Vliet against Garland. Love with the screen on Van Vliet. Love outside. Back to Garland. The shot, no good. Now Toronto takes it the other way.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Siakam finds Van Vliet. The three. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Chris Boucher's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Wade, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers leading by 16. A minute 42 left in the third quarter. Love with the screen for LeVert. Kicks it out to Love. No good on the three.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Van Vliet up top. 20 points for him. Trent passes to Van Vliet. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Pass to LeVert. It's a pick by Love. A nice shot by LeVert. LeVert's got his third basket of the night.
And how about the playmaking skills of LeVert? I like watching this guy break down the D in the pick and roll.
Boucher kicks to Trent. Takes the 13-footer. That one, no good. Great D that time from LeVert. The Cavaliers leading by 15. And here is Garland. 15 points in the game. Out to the right wing. Pocket 6. Osman. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Cavaliers lead by 18.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Van Vliet against Garland. Here's Achua. And the layup falls. Achua's got 9.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Outside Garland. And another 3 for Cleveland.
This man has a real crafty handle. Garland. I bet he surprises himself sometimes with his moves.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cleveland ahead, up 19. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Cleveland leading by 19 points. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. We've got Kevin Love, LeVert out there with Mitchell, and it's Wade in at the 4 spot. Now, here's Mitchell, and here's Love for 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Lightning quick release from Love there.
Anunoby kicks to Young. The pass to Van Vliet. Anunoby has the open look. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Cleveland. And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender, like a Pat Beverly or an Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge.
Young sets a screen for Barnes. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Wade. Van Vliet against Mitchell. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And the Raptors shooting well. They're at 45%. And Siakam has it in the corner. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. And the call will be against Karis LeVert. That is his first foul of the game. On Hernangomez, he's checked in for the Raptors.
Coming onto the floor for your
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Young sets a screen for Siakam. Young outside. Pass to Van Vliet. Clock is at 3. Can't connect from long distance.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Now here's Love over Hernangomez. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it. Love's got 5 points now this quarter. Van Vliet passes to Hernangomez. Van Vliet with the bucket.
It's been all Van Vliet tonight, and one of the best undrafted players in league history. Mitchell
against Van Vliet. Love finds Mitchell. Love with the screen on Van Vliet. Sweet move. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. We've seen some kids go directly from high school, RJ, to the G League. How do you think that's working out so far?
Green and Kuminga sure looked good. And look, I think for a small select group of individuals, they should go and start working on their profession. No different than a musician, a tennis player. You should go and start focusing on your profession. But for other players, they need college development. I needed college for 3 years, and then that is what helped me become a better pro.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. That one is no good. Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Anunoby kicks to Hernan Gomez. Pass to Van Vliet. Young in the corner. Off target from outside. The Cavaliers leading by 23. Here's Osman. Now, here's Mitchell. And he drives in. Good D by Siakam.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
They double-team Siakam. Hernan Gomez trying to break free. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Siakam.
Backed by great length, I'd call Young a reliable interior scoring option.
Wade dishes to Mitchell. Wade against Van Vliet. Wade gets the bucket.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Pass to Young. To the middle. Here's Van Vliet. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Van Vliet's got 27 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Love outside. The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And 2 cities which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown. But bottom line, more teams means more jobs. And that's the sentiment I think most can get behind.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
If you are the teacher, I need to hear you at your very loudest. 2-1. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Raptors youth dance team.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Evan Mobley.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
On the road, in a tough atmosphere, he's taken on the role of star tonight. If one of their other players came up short, he picked up the slack to make sure they'll be walking out of here with a win. Now, here's Anunoby. Young looking around. Siakam, right side. Shoots over Okoro. And again, Toronto, no luck. And so, LeVert will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Now here's Allen. Back to LeVert. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one goes on Anunoby.
Oh, tricky shot for LeVert. Defense is all over him, but he draws a foul on that attempt.
And the free throw drops for LeVert. And we've seen not only some new trophies introduced, but Greg, some of the existing ones have been updated. You okay with that?
Oh, I am. In particular, a nice touch to have the previous winners etched into the base of the Larry O'Brien trophy. That's a great way to connect with the history of the game.
Good on both.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Van Vliet kicks to Hernan Gomez. Back to Van Vliet. Three-pointer. Mobley with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 23. Garland the pass to Okoro. Back to Garland. Mobley sets the pick for Garland. Nails it from the high post. Garland's got 20.
You gotta be right on Garland from that mid-range spot because he is lethal from there.
And the pass to Hernan Gomez. Now, here's Siakam. Van Vliet left side. Shoots over Garland. And again, Toronto no luck. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Mobley, a screen on Van Vliet. Garland finds Mobley.
Just outworking the shooter, keeping the shot off target and bagging the rebound.
The kick out to Young. Young sets a screen for Van Vliet. It's good from long range. Van Vliet's got 30 points.
For his sake, I hope they can come back. You hate to see the performance he's having be wasted in a loss.
Now Garland. To the inside. Lays it up and banks it in. 22 points for Darius Garland.
When you give Garland these looks, oh, he's going to find ways to capitalize. But I love his aggressiveness.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Richard, it sure seems like the play-in tournament is here to stay. Were you skeptical when it was first suggested?
No, I actually like it. Now, my opinion is that it shouldn't be 7 and 8. I think teams should just play for 8. I think that is so difficult to take those 2 spots in 7. There's a lot of really good teams that can be in that 7. So I think just play for 8, and I think it makes the rest of the league in that bottom area have something to fight for, which is positive for young teams.
Not playing for 2 spots, but just playing for the 1 spot.
Just playing for the 1 spot. That 7 spot, you can have a really good team there that just struggled a little bit.
We could indeed. Good point. Now, here's Anunoby. The kick out to Young. And again, Toronto with the triple.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Garland the pass to LeVert. Timeout called, Cleveland.
Thank you to our Northside crew.
Young against Mobley. Shot clock at 5. LeVert kicks to Okoro. Drains it from beyond the arc. Okoro's got his first 3 points of the game.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Hernan Gomez with a screen on Garland. With the drive. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
And the pick and roll delivers. Van Vliet making the right decision, giving up the rock.
Mobley sets the pick for Garland. Allen outside. To the right side. Mobley, a screen on Anunoby. Rejected by Young. On Gomez down low. Working on Allen. Hernan Gomez finds Anunoby. From outside, off the mark.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Garland with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. Back to Garland. Allen with the screen for Garland. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Fred Van Vliet picks one up.
Been a scorer since entering into the league. Garland drawing lots of attention.
Free throw good, Garland. Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he say, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit, and taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. Opposite of smart basketball.
A technical foul has been called on the Cavaliers. Shooting the technical free throw, Fred Van Vliet.
Cavaliers making a switch here.
Dean Wade, Lamar Stevens, Jenny Osman.
Van Vliet with it. Pass to Anunoby. Siakam outside. To the paint. Wants to get it to Barnes and does. That one off the back iron and out. And so LeVert will bring it up for the Cavaliers. The shot goes in as the ref calls the blocking foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
And got to push LeVert out of that area because he's very comfortable looking to score from there.
Hernan Gomez. That's his 4th personal foul. Shooting for Cleveland, Karis LeVert. Shooting 1.
Free throws off from LeVert. As you go back and look at the last few seasons, RJ, it seems like team success has largely been predicated on health. Do you feel like that has always been the case?
I don't remember there being as many injuries early in my career, even with guys that were playing all 82 games. But you're right. Recently, we've seen a lot of key injuries. And look, this is my theory. Before, players used to get away from the game a little bit, take a couple of months off. Now players are staying in shape 24/7, like they never take a break, and I think that's why we might be seeing players break down a little bit more.
Yes or no answer. Too many games at 82 in the regular season, should we lessen them?
Don't you ever ask me that question. Give me 82. I'd rather you bump it to 83 just to remove all doubt.
Shot clock at 6. The shot by Wade, wide open. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Cavaliers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Darius Garland.
And his playmaking is what stood out to me, effortlessly creating for his teammates.
Back to LeVert. Passes it to Osman. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Wade misses. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Siakam throws it down.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
And here's LeVert. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Kevin. You guys pulled away in the second half. What were the differences?
We all contributed tonight, and if we have a well-balanced, scoring and we're efficient on both ends, we usually end up winning the game. And, like you said, the second half was big for us tonight.
You got it done when it counted. Thanks very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long.